What is up, everyone? Hope everyone had a decent day yesterday. Market's about to open in 2 minutes. So I just wanted to start recording a little bit earlier. There is a potential entry on the 233. We actually are in a retracement area on the 233, as you can see right here. But with the 233, we kind of got to align with the 55. So I'm kind of just waiting to see if we can get a confirmed breakout above this high at market open. And if we can, I will try to go for a quick scalp. But we'll have to see what happens and what market will want to do. But I'm gonna go back onto the 34, and I have the 55 chart open on another window. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, also the 34 did go up to a 50% area right here, as you can see by this red box. And our play did happen, but the thing is, it happened at 5:30, so like it's pre-market, and I don't really enter around that time. But if we look at this low is equal to this low, so even if I was here for the trade, I don't really know if I would take that trade. But right now I just got to be a little bit conscious about if price does want to keep going lower, then this 55R trade that I'm potentially looking at is going to be done. Gone. So we're opening up just in about a minute, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so we're pushing above right now. I want price to kind of come back to here. 55 still hasn't closed though. We gotta wait for that 55 to close, even though the 34 has closed outside of it. We did get some sellers just coming in at the top around here. Yeah, the 55 did not close, so I am not gonna look at the 55R for some entries. Yeah, we did get sellers at the top of here, so we might just keep pushing down. Yeah, all right, I'm not even looking at any trades right now anymore. I'm sorry if you can hear that noise outside, it's pretty loud. Like, why are they doing this at 6:30 in the morning? That's insane. Actually, insane. Like, what? Who contracted on this early? So right now, I'm just gonna see where we are in regards to the 377 level. We're not really there yet. Around 857. Let's look back at the look back at the 55R to see if we get anything, because we're still in that retracement area on the 233. Yeah, up here we did try to get, buyers tried to kind of push up, but it seems like sellers are still in control right now. Yeah, right now I have just drawn out these two major areas up here from 24,980 to 25,20, and then down here from 24,760 to 24,720. We're also like approaching or at that value area low. So we'll have to see what happens here. And then if we look at the weekly, volume profile, we're kind of near that value area low again, I think. Yeah, we're right around that area. It seems like price will want to keep pushing down, at least till like here. Oh, we're already there. Never mind. Alright, so it does seem like we are in that 89. We can look at that 89R. Yeah, until we break that low of the day, we can still keep the 89R in the back of our heads. The low of day is right here. So like 20 points lower.
Connection lost.
That's crazy. Wonder why the connection just got lost there. Maybe because of those people outside. They're messing with my internet. Alright, so it seems like buyers are trying to break a little bit higher. Yeah, you can also tell that buyers were also trying to break a little bit higher by having delta, pretty strong delta, bullish with a down close candle. It seems like buyers, as long as we can kind of hold above here, then buyers might be in control for a little bit of a push out. But if I do start to see some more selling pressure here, I wouldn't mind going short because we are in that 144 retracement area. I would like to see this candle that's forming be an up close. If we break this low, I'm not interested in this trade. Or in this trade idea. Alright, now I'm interested. Yeah, I'm interested. I need this candle to be a down close candle. So we just need to respect this area so far. Alright, nice.
Order filled.
Nice break even for sure. I might move it above this high.
Target filled.
Nice. It's good entry. I entered like maybe like a millisecond later than where I probably would have wanted to enter, to be honest. But that's just because I was a little bit hesitant because the 34 candle was able to close right here, but outside, and like we retraced back into the zone. But when but the 21R didn't close outside the box yet, or outside my zone that I drew out. So I was a little hesitant, but I did end up entering. Yeah, let me see what area we're at right now. Alright, we're about to kind of approach the lows of the day today. Right here. Yesterday's lows is at 780. Depending on how this what do you call it? The current 144 candle closes, I may look for another short entry, but if it doesn't if it's not a down close candle, then I'm not gonna look for any potential entry. Yeah, and the thing is, up here we did have some buyers. Just what I said was gonna happen, or maybe not like what I said was gonna happen, but I was looking out for was to see if we had like some sellers here in this area. Unfortunately, I didn't see any sellers here, but there were a lot of buyers in this area that weren't able to support price. So that's why we did fall down a little bit, and I felt confident in my short position. But now we'll just kind of have to wait and see if this current 144 bar can close down. I think we do have data coming out at 7 as well. So I might have to be aware of that. Let me double check. Yeah, new home sales. We are also in that 377R range, the retracement area, so I am looking at the idea of a potential long. There are some sellers down here, you can see right here. But we'll just have to see if this kind of holds. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna hold too much. nothing too interesting is happening right now. Oh. So we had a good amount of buyers up here, but price just kind of rejected it right away. And like, thing is, you can literally see the buyers that happened. Let me, you can literally see the buyers that tried to push the market up right here. But it just it went down quickly. So it's kind of leading me to believe that we might push down. But you just kind of gotta wait a little bit longer for some sort of confirmation. We do see some buyers incoming here, but price is moving down. Yeah, the buyers were like right here. Right now we're kind of holding under there though. We're also consolidating, so this is not a good area to enter long or short, I would say. Yeah, now we have a big sellers down here. I think market just doesn't know what it wants to do right now. But also, since we are in profit for the day, you don't want to push anything. You only want to be taking trades that you feel 100% confident in. Maybe it could be a little bit more risky if you are in profit, but I think it's excuse me. I think it's smarter to just keep trading the way you trade, like 100% confidence. I mean, even I have fault in that, where sometimes I don't really follow that. But when I do see my model like I did here, I will execute. Honestly, kind of no matter where it is, because I have very good faith in my model. That 144 is about to close. The high is at 856, so then around 20. So it's got to go maybe 4 to 5 points lower. So from here. Yeah, you can see we're getting some sellers here. $144 still did not close. Okay, we have more sellers down here. The 144 did close, so I am interested in going short, but I would like to see a little bit more of a pullback somewhere up in here before I do enter short. But if we kind of just keep on going down, 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 then I'm really not interested. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be interested in trying to go short. Yeah, I could have entered like as soon as the candle closed, but that risk reward would just be a lot greater. Yeah, and we did get some selling pressure down here as well as a little bit of a buying. Yeah, so I would say the next area to target would definitely be like around 24,750. Or even the 740 area, which is at the value area high of last week. Yeah, those are good targets. There might be a tiny bounce in this area, because you can see it just by these low volume nodes in the cracks. But I don't think it's going to be anything major. Maybe just like a small enough bounce to hopefully come back into this retracement area, then continue pushing lower. Because I do see a little bit of, there were some sellers down here, but then it was kind of followed by buyers. All right, yeah, we're pretty close to that retracement area. But the thing is, it might be a little tricky entering here if my setup does happen, just because we are at the low days. And I know that we are just coming up into these low volume nodes right here, as well as here at 24,800 and what, 27,80. With this high volume node right here in the middle, so we could have a tiny bounce. Let's see what happens here. If we break this high, I was just gonna say, if we broke this high, then I'm not really gonna be looking for that short entry anymore. I mean, you know, I still could, but I meant I'm not gonna be looking at this potential short entry anymore. I'll just look for a new one. Forgot to put my delta percent indicators on. Ooh. actually could be a decent reversal. But we have some sellers up here trying to keep price down. All right, let's see if we get that model. Yeah, there's a good amount of sellers up here. Could be decent to short for sure, but I want to see my model. So I need like one of these candles to be an up close candle before we break this high or this low. All right, so we get that. Oh, if this is a blue up close candle, then we might just keep pushing up actually. Yeah, so I don't want this high to be broken. Okay, the high was broken. So now we just look, instead of looking at this zone, now we look at this zone. Yeah, also, I'm not looking at that 39R, or not 39R, excuse me, the 377R and the 89R. Not looking for a short or a long setup on there anymore, because since we broke the low of the day, you can see denoted by this red line. We do have data coming out in 3 minutes. So hopefully my setup my model doesn't present itself here. Yeah, we had some sellers up here in this area. So far we kind of are holding it, but we'll see what happens. So I'm just looking for this high to not be broken. Oh, I see some sellers stepping in at the top here. But can they hold the prices? That's the real question. All right, so we broke that high. We might actually reverse here. The reason why I say that is, is if we look at that 144, we can see that we have a good bearish candle close down here, but then it's just followed by an up close candle that has negative delta. So it's telling me that there's potential like a delta trap. And then also the point of control of this range is higher than this point of control. So it's telling me that, there was a lot more volume occurring higher in the range, telling me that price may want to keep on trying to push up. And there were some buyers up here, but let's see if it holds. Yeah, so nothing really happened when data came out. Yeah, this is definitely a good area, this box that I have drawn out, to see like more of a major bounce. This area that we are just talking about down here, it's more, I would say, more of a tinier bounce. But we just gotta see how market responds. We're pretty close to that to the 255 or 233R retracement area, which was like right just above here, like maybe a few points or 2 points higher. So I am looking for a potential entry to go short. But I need price to maybe go from 804 closer to 820 for sure. Let's look at the sessions. Yeah, so for the day, we're at this value area low of the day. Point of control is up here. We kind of did retrace back down there, but I think price actually just moved quite significantly. Yeah, look at this. Price just moved like 30 points in a minute. I also had just this quick up move, 20 points in like 2 seconds. Yeah, and the way that this 15-minute candle closed, and now that I think we just broke that high. Yeah, we just broke this high with 15-minute candles, so we might be pushing up. But there is also an inefficiency right here. That we can be on the lookout for. So that inefficiency is at like 855. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a pullback. So here, look at this. This is a nice play. So I could just enter long kind of like right now if I wanted to, because I do think we might keep pushing higher. But you can see right here, there's actually a lot of sellers that just came into the market. So we'll kind of see if that holds. But what I was going to say is this is like a nice kind of setup to kind of go long. It's kind of like a nice, I guess, reversal play, but you know, the market does what it wants, so you just gotta follow her. We're still in that 233 retracement area, as well as right now the 144 retracement area. I would prefer to see, you know, just a little bit of bounce, then kind of come down, just because we did get a huge amount of sellers up in this area. Yeah, so also if this 144 candle does end up closing with, like, as it is right now, orange, that is also another good sign of a reversal. So like this is the kind of area where, you know, you really have to listen to market and just follow what the market's doing. Look at the order flow, what's kind of going behind the candlesticks. Because if you kind of just go based off the candlesticks, you kind of will be losing more often. Once you add incorporate order flow, game changer. You really start to see the market for the way it is instead of just looking at patterns on candlesticks. All right, nice. We got that little push up that I was talking about. So let's see if we can now respect this high up here. And I want to see a break below this low for me to look for shorts. All right, nice. We're getting a decent push down. Need a little bit more of a push. This high is at 828, so we can get to 14. So I need like another point and a half down from this low. Yeah, and if we do end up going short, I do like, or if the short setup does occur, I do like it just because there's a good amount of sellers up in here. So that shows me that, you know, price wants to keep moving down. That's what it's telling me. So I have a higher confluence now. So yeah, we were able to push to the 814 level. So now I'm just looking for this zone. I'm looking for a price to respect this area. And we can also see from the order flow, the deltas, we can see that this delta is all positive, showing strong bullish momentum, but then it's a down close candle. And then we also have a lot of sellers here. So that shows me a lot of sellers up here. Buyers wanted to try to take control and go and buy like past this high. But since there was a lot of sellers here, the buyers just were not in control. So now we just gotta kind of wait for price to kind of go a little bit lower. I would say price gotta go to like 804. Price needs to break like this low of the box without going any higher. And just because if this 34 candle is able to close below this zone right now, I'm not interested in the trade yet. I have to wait till the 55 range close. So we do get that candle close on the 34. Now we just need to wait for the 55 to close. Yeah, it should do that at the 04 area. Maybe like 05. So like right down here is where it needs to go for it to be a down close. Still haven't closed below it. So we just need to go like 5 points lower. Oh, you can see that there's some buyers that just try to step in here. I don't know if it's enough buyers, but we will see. Okay. So 55 is actually an up close. Considering that, but price is kind of coming back down. I was gonna say, considering that, I was gonna go to the restroom real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, so nothing really seems to be happening as of right now, which is good. Yeah, and like we were in that 144 retracement area, but you can see my model is nowhere to appear. This is the area where the big sellers were, so let's see if price respects this area or just pushes through. Yeah, we are getting some more buys. But is it enough? Yeah, and again, as long as these highs are not broken, I will still look for a short entry. Yeah, I would also definitely be tempted to enter if we kind of break these highs. Yeah, again, if I don't see anything by 7:30, so like another 10 to 15 minutes, then we might just call it for the day. I think that's what I might start doing is if, I'm already up in profit within the first hour of market open, if I don't see anything past like the first hour, so like 7:30 for me, at least right now, then I think I'm just gonna call it a day. So we are pushing down a little bit, but we have a long ways to go. We got to go like all the way down to here to 24,806, so another 20 points. And considering how market has been moving, it might take a little bit of time, unless we kind of just flush down there, but. Yeah, I think even if 7:30 does hit, which is gonna happen in like 8 minutes, if we still don't break this high, I need to keep paying attention to this area, because if we can just get like a confirmed break down below, let me show you on the 55 what I'm looking at. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at on the 55. We have the high, the low. I'm just kind of looking for this zone to kind of form in here, but it's got to be confirmed. It's got to just be straight down close candles. I mean, it could definitely happen. We have that buyers in control, down close candle, followed by fairly strong-ish delta. Not the strongest, but you can see it's not the strongest from here, from the 0.65. I'm just gonna draw the box because I am anticipating it to kind of go in that direction. I don't see like any major selling happening yet, but we did hold the area that was right here that had a good amount of sellers without breaking this high. So I still feel confident if we decide to kind of go short. Yeah, and once we keep pushing down a little bit more, I'll switch to the 34 range. But this candle has to be a down close candle. Let's see, this high is like around 19.5 down here. Ooh. Okay. So we need 2 down close candles in order for it to close below here, at least 2. Because if this one's a down close candle, it'll just close like right here. It won't close below the low. But then if this is also like an up close candle, then it's fine if it's an up close candle as long as like the following 2 are down close. Yeah, so now we get that up close candle. Let's see if we get any push to the upside. I don't see any like strong buying or selling yet. I'm gonna just move this to here, just in the anticipation that we do break it. Yeah, still no major buying or selling. But we are pushing down. I can see since this is like an orange bar and this delta number up here is looking pretty decent, so I'm just gonna go down to the 34 and see what's happening there. Okay. So I do like this right here, a bullish followed by a bearish candle. And then also we did break this low with negative delta, and it's an up close, which is, you know, it's decent. Yeah, after this like opportunity I see, or this potential opportunity I see, I'm just gonna call it for the day.
Bang! My down fell and broke.
The painting?
Yeah. I heard it in the night. It scared me. Didn't awake.
No, I heard that too, but I wasn't sure that was it.
And I got scared at night.
Sorry about that.
But can you put it up again even though it's broken?
Yeah, I'll see what it looks like.
Just with the regular that one.
Yeah. Okay, I do see there was a little bit of buying pressure here. But we just have to see if it holds. As of right now, it doesn't look like it is holding too much. So right now this high is at 822, so price needs to get down to like around the 808 area in order for my model to be complete. But I'm not sure. I'm just looking at the 1 minute, and you can see that there are a good amount of like wicks to the downside. So I have to see if we need this low to get taken out in order for our 55 hour to be down close. Seems like it right here, we did just get a mix of buying and selling. right, so the 55 candle did just close up. So now I'm gonna remove this box. Remember, once we break these highs up here, I'm done. I'm not gonna look for anything else. Okay, so now we kind of have a new zone that I'm gonna draw out. From up here to down there. We do have some selling pressure down here. Let's see if it holds. We need price to get to like 801-ish for it, that 55R to be a down close candle. Yeah, we have good selling pressure here, yeah. So now we just want to wait to see if we can retrace back into this area. But it looks like price may just want to continue without us. So right now we are at that value area low, so hopefully we can get that tiny bounce back into the zone. I'm not too sure if that's going to happen though, just because of that selling pressure that I saw. We're gonna go on the weekly. So I am thinking we are going to come, by the end of the day, sometime, we will come to the 750 level. Just because since my model showed up here, and we are getting that push back in here. Nice. So now I just wait for a down close candle to kind of appear. And right now this is the area where the sellers were in control. Right around here. If we don't get a down close candle before, if we break these highs right here before we get that down close candle, then I might not look for an entry anymore. But this is a good area for a rejection if we get it. This would be a good area to see the seller step in. still nothing. I'm hovering over that sell market when I see something. When I see the down close candle on the 34. Okay, I might enter. Yeah,
Order
I'm in.
filled.
I'm gonna place my stop above this high. $55 also just closed. Now, I would like to see just more selling pressure. Especially if this is a nice orange down close candle, it should hit my target. What was this low? At 09. I would like price to just go a little bit lower. Alright, yeah. Break even. I'm tempted to just kind of close right here. I might get stopped out. Yeah. I'm very tempted to just move my stop loss, but you know, follow your rules. I might close out a little early.
Bye.
Hello.
I gotta go.
Okay, love. Hold
'Cause,
on. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Order filled.
Oh no.
Order filled.
Oh, what just happened there? Oh, but we lost a little bit right there for some reason. I don't know why. It's alright.
I gotta go.
Okay, bye.
Just want to say goodbye.
Not the best time, bye!
Oh,
It's
even
okay.
if I didn't, it wouldn't have mattered.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, love. Yeah, what happened there? Why did it take another entry? Not sure, but I might take another short because I do like this. Yeah, I think
Order
I'll take another
filled.
short. I might just go for down to here.
Order filled.
Yeah, alright, I'm back to like kind of where I was now. before. I'm very tempted to take even another short. But might have to call it there. Let me see. I am tempted to take another short, just for like another 5 points or something. Yeah, because I do think we are going to take out these lows. Oh, also, I just realized we are in that retracement area. So let's see, actually, I might get another entry here. If we can get continuous down close candles. Yeah, I don't know. I may have accidentally, like, triggered 2 times when I was saying bye to my girl. I mean, you know, it's not her fault. It's definitely on me, but then I just pressed close. That was weird. So yeah, after this little potential setup here, I think that is definitely where I'm going to call it for the day. Right about here is a good area to, probably a good area to short. Oh, I see some nice sells kind of happening right there. I'm tempted to enter here because I see some sells happening. Let's see, so I entered here at 8:14, then I closed it. It says stop and then close. What? Doesn't make sense. feel like this wouldn't be a bad area to enter shorts again. You know, it's just that feeling since that thing happened with like it was like a double entry or something. What I think maybe happened was I pressed close, but price like went straight to my stop or something, and then it like re-entered a position again. I don't know, it was something fishy. But you know, I entered here and it didn't hit, what, almost 20 points. So I could have just let my stop loss how it was, but nah. I do see some selling pressure here. I'm tempted to re-enter if this is a short or if this is a down close.
Order filled.
Go for it and just have my stop maybe above this high.
Target filled.
Alright, nice. Yep, for that trade I'm definitely done. Not taking any more. But the reason why I was interested in shorting right here was because it like just reached outside of the zone area that I drew out. So for me it's signaling that like, oh, this could be a potential, like, you know, tiny liquidity sweep or grab or whatever you want to call it, which I do see happens a little bit, and I do think price will keep wanting to move down just a little bit more. So I could have gone for my, you know, typical 10 points, but even if I did my 10 points, I probably would have I would have gotten stopped out right there. But also I was thinking about just putting my stop loss above there too, so I felt fine with it. I could honestly just wait a little bit longer too, because we are in that zone, that 144 zone. But we might get a reversal actually from here. So you see, that was a great scalp that I just did. And yeah, this is the thing, once you really start to understand the market and kind of see certain patterns that happen within the market, not just by looking at the chart patterns, but like what is actually happening behind the candlesticks, you get a good feel for where price is going to move to. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm not even gonna bother looking anymore. We might keep pushing lower. We might not. Market's kind of like in this area where it doesn't really know what it wants to do. So I'm just gonna call it there. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it there. So don't overtrade. Don't think about too much. Follow your model. Everything should be fine. And yeah, peace out.